Hello, hello. Not long woked up. We're all woke now. Hello, Dylan. Oh boy, howdy, have I got more bad news to share with you. Give me 1 second, I'll get the actual stream set up here. I got a little... there will be a bit of a delay in my webcam and microphone, just from yesterday's stream. That will be back to normal now, it should be. Okay. What? Oh my god, nuclear blast again. Why does that keep happening? How are we doing? How are we doing? How are we doing? Yar har fiddle-dee dee. Boy howdy am I piracy pilled today. So, you know how last week we're all talking about like other TV shows, and I was convinced into giving Battlestar Galactica a try. And I shared the story last night. There's more to it. I'm not just repeating myself here. Tried watching Battlestar. I subscribed to Prime Video because it was supposed to be there, along with The Expanse, the other TV show that I was talked into watching. Like I said last night, turns out, oh no, Battlestar, you have to pay extra for that now. Not only do you have to pay the subscription fee, game audio okay by the way, blah blah blah, because we're right into it this week, or we're halfway through a mission. No, per episode you gotta pay another like $2.50. So that was nonsense. But anyway, this afternoon, a couple hours ago, I go, well, you know what? There's, I'll give that other show a go. I'll give The Expanse a shot. You know, the other 50% of the reason why I subscribed to Prime Video. Because I knew it was there. Both of those shows were on the bloody service before I subscribed. I checked ahead of time. At least as far as you're allowed to check. Because you can't actually see it properly unless you're subscribed already. Anyway, I find the show. I'm immediately put on to Season 4, Episode 1. And I'm like, no, not Season... Why are you starting me at Season 4? Let's go to Season 1. Let's start from the start, obviously. Season 1, Episode 1. This show was unavailable on Amazon due to licensing issues. Amazon Original, The Expanse, unavailable on Amazon Prime Video due to licensing issues. What the fuck is the point in you then? What is the point in you, Prime Video, to watch the fucking Rings of Power? I don't want to. I've tried twice this week. I get a minute in and I'm fucking bored. So yeah, yar har fiddle-dee dee. It's ridiculous.
Watch out.
Bloody hell, the Sci-Fi Channel seasons 1 to 3 are probably better ones. Can I get in cover, please?
Heads up.
Anyway, welcome back to Mass Effect. The one sci-fi series that doesn't let me down, like that guy. We are, last week, we officially got the Normandy back again, and we are bringing together a new crew. The elusive man, the leader of a terrorist organization called Cerberus, is recruited us to get a crew together to go take on whatever threat is attacking human colonies out in the Traverse. We found a survivor, a Quarian survivor, met Tali in the process. Oof, I'm being a little bit silly in the cover here. And we found out that a race of horrible aliens called the Collectors are behind it. Now, what, if any, connection they have to the Reapers, we don't yet know. But in any case, we've got a whole list of new companions to gather up. before we do this suicide mission. First one we've gone to is Warlord Okier, a Krogan doctor, as rare as those are, who seems to be
Watch out!
trying, well, we thought he was trying to find a cure for the genophage, but instead he's up to something else. Involving a lot of cloned Krogan, but all these ones we're fighting right now are the waste products. His failures that he just sends down from his lab on high.
Enemy charging! Watch the Kurgan!
I'm lacking biotics. I'm lacking the good old, like, Liara singularity and stuff. For a bit of crowd control against these guys. Anyway. How we doing, HD? Jake? Can't even pay people regular money these days for things. You really can't. I don't suppose you've got a box set of Battlestar, do you, Dylan? Because I wouldn't mind just borrowing it off you at this point. If that's an option. I was bored out of my mind until stream. Oh. So what have you been up to today, then? I saw those pictures of, like, the war memorial you sent me. So you've just been doing a bit of exploring. Exploring. Oh, hey, buddy.
Good shot.
Was playing some Mass Effect 3 multiplayer last night with Phil and Sam. Phil's first time playing. I think he really enjoyed it. I love that game mode. It's a lot of fun, and it's a damn shame it wasn't included in the re-release. I actually went out my way to buy rebuy Mass Effect 3 for PC just to play that. We got a bit of frost cryo ammo, which ain't bad against these guys. Squishy organics.
This'll put him down.
At some point, we'll definitely do a couple streams of multiplayer mode, I think, when we get to the third game. Miranda, what are you doing? What are you doing? Mind you, I'm glad the bad news in an inability to watch a couple of TV shows. I was concerned one of your legs had walked off with it. Oh yeah, bad news at the start of stream. It's I can't watch some TV shows. It's a, you know, in the grand scheme. Still annoying though. Still bloody ridiculous.
Concentrated the Krogan charge or we're all dead. Who was a genius who gave them arms?
Working until 5 and then got some groceries, eating, and then bored. So went outside to the memorial. It's 100 meters away. Took pictures, and then was bored again. Too little time to do something today after work. Sorry to hear. Did you bring, like a Switch or anything with you? Thanks, D-pad. It double-downed me there. I do feel like PS5 D-pad's a little, sometimes a little bit more sensitive than the PS4. Where are we? And then... Now you... Oh, now you can kill the Asari. Wait, shh. We'll get there when we get there. Jake, you have to stop. You have to stop jumping the gun. Got my Switch, several knitting projects, and a TV in the room, but wasn't in the mood for any of it. Understandable. What else did I try doing today? Well, yeah, I've been, like I said, I've been playing Star Wars Outlaws. I'm very almost finished today. I think I'm literally on the last mission just before stream. I'm just hoping my autosave kicks in. You guys can hear that, right? Every fucking day, my downstairs neighbours. I don't know what takes a whole week to drill. They're taking a long time drilling this thing into the wall, but it's every fucking day. I can feel it vibrating through the floor. It's probably going right up my microphone stand. Can't hear. Close the door. That's the most I can do. Anyway, yeah, so I was playing that today. Got to a point where I was like, I've been playing this all day. I kind of want to take a break. Let's see if I can just sit and watch some TV. Oh no, Amazon Prime's a scam. And then I kind of sat there for a minute not knowing what to fucking do with myself, so I just went back to my game again. So it's been a little bit of a boring day, but at least I got something done.
Firing an impact shot.
The base assault rifle, the Avenger, is really shite. Not very good. It is basically just an SMG. Like, if you're a soldier, you get the assault rifle instead of the SMG, like every other class does. But it's not really that much more powerful. It looks cool. I'm just waiting for the Mattock. That is my absolute favorite weapon in the series. Just like aesthetically more than anything else. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's you get a choice of a couple of weapons to equip your my shepherd statue on my shelf there, and I think I've got her with the Mattock.
Anyone else want some? Shield down. That all you got?
I thought it was a helicopter outside. Ugh. But hopefully it'll stop in a minute or two.
I need everyone out of the labs to fight this. Every floor, every post. Move.
Let's get the snipper back. Oh. Some off-brand Garruses. Garai.
Hostiles down.
Garrids. Garrid Ledo. Shut up.
Here we go.
Oh, here's. I was just gonna say, is Phil in chat? Because I want Phil to share his stories. No, I don't. Actually, they're spoilers. We better not. I'll just say, Phil, after making fun of him the other day for getting half his squad killed in the end of this game, he went and managed to get somebody killed in his Mass Effect 3 playthrough before even meeting the fucker. I'll just say, the one who dies, one of the ones, the green one who dies, regardless of your choices, you know. You managed to get him killed before even meeting him. I don't know how. It's a mystery, Philip. Anyway, what did you say? Something I found out the hard way. The Avengers actually got me killed more than it should have in our Mass Effect 3 multi. You know, you say that though, but Sergeant Slander, my no context, my soldier class in the multiplayer mode, he just runs with the Avenger. because it's pretty light. Pretty lightweight. And in the third game, your power recharge time is determined by your carry weight. So I just run with the Avenger and nothing else, and I just basically get by with my grenades and concussive shot, which recharge at a ridiculous rate. You know, this one here, except it'll recharge, shoot again, shoot again, shoot again, shoot again. You know, and the time it takes for me to recharge, I've shot it 4 times already.
Concentrate fire on my position. Concentrate on
Concentrate on There's a lot of good 80s Jackie Chan films to watch on Prime if you fancy some fun action movies. To be honest, it takes me a lot to like pull me away from a games console or something else to actually sit and watch something. That's why I was so excited to actually watch those shows, because I was actually convinced, you know what, I'm going to give these a go. And then that fucking fell through. So it's not really like a lack of something to watch. I've got plenty to watch, I just don't have the time to watch them. You know? And unfortunately, I'm going to be working every day this week from tomorrow onwards. I'm covering for someone, so that's going to be no more off days this week, because I would like to get some painting done. It's been far too fecking long. So what I probably would have done was put on some TV show and get some Caesar's Legion painted. Or some Clone Army. They're still drilling. I'm trying just to not let it get to me, but it's getting to me. Poor R is going to get bullied. My day's been pretty uneventful. Did some editing, watched a few videos, got shopping, then took a big heat sleep. Heat sleep. A siesta. It's getting to me. I can just feel it vibrating through my fucking feet. Just grabbing some ammo. I'm sorry, some thermal clips. Natok is great. Single shot, you only need one. Yeah, to be honest, I'm a single shot enjoyer. Damage more than rate of fire in any given game. Miranda. They're hammering something now. Right under where I'm sitting. I'm glad you guys can't hear it. I can, unfortunately. I'm going to need to grab a drink, actually. I forgot. Bloody, as usual, as stream start sneaks up on me. It's like 15 minutes to 7, and I'm like, alright, I'll start getting ready for stream, but no big rush. And then suddenly it's, sorry, I said 7. 6. And then suddenly it's 6 o'clock. There's a lot of blue people, isn't there?
Firing an impact shot.
Can't hear any construction if I could. I think it was just game ambience. Shepard is raiding a building site. Yeah, true. A ship scrapyard or something.
This should scramble their systems.
It's kind of annoying shooting them from here. Go on, Zaid. Go on. Charge him. You're the new Rex. Go and charge.
Loud and clear.
I mean, according to the point values attributed to each companion for the final mission, Zaid is up there with Garrus and Krogan. For the tankiest dudes. He's got a point value of 4.
Good shot.
Whatever that means. Actually, like, when I told that story of Phil's horrible no good time with the suicide mission in this game, and I was actually trying to, like, reverse engineer what went wrong, and I found there's this flowchart out there for, like, every, you know, variable, which companion loyalty will trigger which ending, and, you know, which blah, 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 blah. All different factors in that final mission. And I didn't even realize, actually, I've managed to just luck out in that I didn't get anybody killed in the last 14 playthroughs, because it's actually really easy at the last hurdle. Because you need to leave a certain party strength behind while you go and fight the final boss. So the people you leave behind need to all be sufficiently strong enough. So if you take 2 tanks with you, you're guaranteed to lose people.
Shepard, don't shoot. You know.
Because that's a Zaid, a Garrus, or a Krogan. I keep saying Krogan because we're not got there yet. Take them with you, and the rest of the team lack their tank. It's all about team composition. Oh. You know what, before we go any further, I do need to go grab some icy water. Which I meant to do before stream started. It's like a sauna in here. Alright. Rana. Thanoptis. Do we remember this name? Because it was pointed out at the time. What Thano or Thanos or whatever. Thanoptis. The meaning.
I shut down the security cams as soon as I saw it was you. Never thought I'd say it, but I'm glad it's you shooting up the place. Sorry, Rana Thanoptis. You let me go when you destroyed Saren's lab on Vermeer. Had to outrun a nuke in a utility pod, but it's still a second chance.
No one in Saren's lab was worth saving. Bringing that up won't help you here.
Yeah, I'm not proud of what went on there, but I'm using what we learned for the greater good. Not for the mercs. Jador's on a standard power trip. But Okir is trying to do something good, even if his methods are a little extreme. Everyone deserves a second chance, right? And sometimes giving one pays off. I take care of my debts.
What's Okir trying to do here?
It's complicated. Jador wants a private army, but Okir mostly ignores her. He's running the project for his own reasons. I created a mental imprint routine to educate his tank bred. Most don't get through it. He dumps them for some reason. He wants to help his people, but he's not looking for a genophage cure, and he's not going for numbers. That's all I know.
Looks like Blue Man Group really made a name for themselves in the future. Yeah, we've got the 3 flavor of mercenary in it for the rest of this game. Blueberry, raspberry, and yellow. Yeah, I had a feeling you'd hear that one, that we're not doing combat.
Is paying me supposed to make up for working for Saren, or whatever you're doing here?
No, but it's a start I wouldn't have had without you. So maybe I'm not the best example of moral research, but give me a little credit for trying. Now, if you don't mind, I'm gonna run like hell before you blow the place or something. I know how you work.
Wait, stop her! Stop her! Don't let her go!
It's gonna bite you in the ass someday.
Where was the option to kill her? Uh-oh. Because I know what she does in the 3rd game, and I wanted to stop it. It'd be nice if the neighbors could tell you if they're about to do something like this the day before. Again, I have no idea what they're actually doing, because they've been doing it for days now. Heat has been awful, but the sickness has made this so much worse. I can barely breathe due to the heat. Due to the head? Due to the heat? One or the other. She's mentioned... I know! She's mentioned the Mass Effect 3, and I know exactly what happens in the Mass Effect 3. That's why I was trying to kill her before it happens. Wait a minute. This is the mission, isn't it? I'm going to just agree with you and say yes. I mean, if you saw like the stream thumbnail and title, it should be pretty obvious what mission this is for real Red Scott fans. For real Red Scott heads.
About time. The batteries on these tanks will not wait while you play with these idiotic mercs.
Not the smartest way to greet the heavily armed group that just kicked in your door.
I'm sure whoever sent you doesn't want me dead. No one looks for me without a
Have
motive.
you all got your mackers tonight?
Deceased shepherd. Surprised. Old Krogan should know you. I'm sure Rana has already revisited your actions on Vermeer.
I'm sure you're eager to retell the story.
Such a tale. Saren, the Spectre traitor, threatens the return of the Krogan horde by curing the genophage, undoing the gentle genocide of the Turians and Solarians. But before Saren can deliver his endless troops, in rides Shepard, securing victory through nuclear fire. I like that part. It has weight.
I had a burger yesterday. No McDonald's in the vicinity, though. Aww. Oh, shit. Could have gone to McDonald's tonight. I'm going to be hungry. Oh, by the way, this is another picking up wife night, so we will be ending at 8. Unfortunately. Maybe I can grab some macros on the way home. We'll drive past it anyway. Love a good Pong Krell, man. I'm kidding, I don't know he's a dickhead. that is the voice actor for Pong Krell, right?
I make no apologies. It was the most efficient solution.
But I approve. Saren's pale horde were not true Krogan.
Yeah, it is.
Numbers alone are
It's the
nothing.
same voice.
The mistake of an outsider. One that these mercenaries have also made. I gave their leader my rejects for her army. But she grows impatient. It's time for you to take me out of here.
We're here about the collectors. We couldn't care less about your problems.
I see. Yes, collector attacks have increased. A human concern. My requests were focused elsewhere.
I don't know this Krogan, but he's okay with me.
One pure soldier. With that, I will inflict upon the genophage the greatest insult an enemy can suffer. To be ignored.
Why is grubby Elon Musk on your team? What, Zaid?
Your search for the perfect soldier created a lot of failures. You don't care about them?
You have a lot of
failed
questions.
No one. My rejects are exactly what Jador asked for. She simply lacks the ability to command. They are strong, healthy, and useless to me. I need perfection. If a few thousand are rejected, so be it. My work will purify the Krogan. We will not be restored. We will be renewed.
You're just as cruel and manipulative as those who released the genophage on your people.
Perhaps, but I will restore the Krogan, and my soldier will not provoke a nuclear response as a cure or horde would. My legacy is perfection, with each pure Krogan reaching higher by standing on our dead. They will exceed, but not forget.
So yeah, the TLDR is this guy's trying to create the perfect Krogan soldier. Rather than a cure for the genophage or anything like that.
What did you get from the collectors? I need whatever you know about them.
They are strange, So isolated, yet very available when your sacrifice is big enough. I gave them mini Krogan. I may have information for you, but the tech was consumed in my prototype, after I determined how to use it without killing the subjects. The deaths were unfortunate, but I only need one success to start the process.
I thought the Krogan ideal was a return to the numbers that threatened the galaxy.
We will not need numbers. My soldier is a template. It is a greater threat than all the Phantom siblings that would have been at its flank. The galaxy still bears the scars of the Horde, but it will learn to fear them.
That's the thing. So Grunt is meant to be the perfect soldier. He certainly is a perfect little boy, he is. I find it so funny when you consider what he's meant to be versus what we turn him into. I say we, as both Shepard and us. As a, you know, the Red Scott gang. We baby him into oblivion. He's just a little boy. Right.
If your pet soldier is as strong as you think, maybe I can use him.
Perhaps I can strike a deal to secure passage, but my prototype is not negotiable. It is the key to my legacy.
In or out?
Trace the Krogan release. Oh, here,
In,
of course.
in, out. Because I'm closing the door.
I'm calling blank slate on this project. Gas these commandos and start over from Okir's data. Flush the tanks.
She's that weak-willed. She'll kill my legacy with a damn valve. Shepard, you want information on the collectors? Stop her. She'll try to access contaminants in the storage bay.
Sorry, Doctor. It appears your position has just weakened.
I understand, but you'll have nothing if she poisons us all. Jador will be with the rejected tanks. Kill her. I will stay and do what must be done.
What was that? He is best baby boy who deserves Capri-Sun and Mackers. Playing through all the suffering of each game makes it worth it for this little boy's laugh. Where is he? We'll get there. Alright, now we got a bit of a horrible fight to get through. On the bright side, the fact that we're doing this mission first gives us one of the one of the stronger companions, very early on. So that'll be fun. What? Shepard, why are you like sliding out of cover? Why are you sliding out of cover? What are you doing? What? Combo there. Yes, that melted our armor. Just like I wanted. Oh. Let's get anti-armor. I'm gonna deal with this thing. Right. Heavy weapon. We've not actually used this thing yet. Because ammo is always so limited. Come on, shoot! Thanks, Saeed. Where's the shotgun? Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I'm taking fire.
Thanks, Saeed. damn it. Got a little cocky there. Ah, yes, the North mythology named bots. Yeah, it's the, what's it, Loki mech? Are the little ones. I fucking forgotten what their names are now. Fenris mechs are the dog ones, appropriately. And what's this one called again? If I can get a health bar to appear. What makes this fight particularly tricky, I always find, is it's a really awkward arena. Like, you've got this one little square of cover there, the little crate, and other than that, you're kind of just having to use the tanks to block line of sight, but there's not really cover. Ymir. Alright, yeah, that's right. Like, I could go down into the middle there, but I never do, because it feels like an even worse place to be. Just best with that. Well, those two have decided to run down, so I guess. Oh, that's the worst when you get staggered. Thanks, Miranda, you missed. Let's get rid of this mech first. Nope. What am I on? Destructor ammo? What I want. Oh, thanks, game. Locks on and then unlocks on as I click the trigger. What's with the crown things? I think it's like top commenter? So, whoever's, I don't know who decides, but when YouTube decides you're the best commenter, you get a little, #1 crown. So who's at #1 just now? Oda's at 2nd place. Sorry, Oda's at 3rd place. HD's at 2nd place. Oh, Phil! Phil's #1. Ymir's the Frost, Jotun from Norse mythology. Freaky witches are the Norns! The new Norn! They control the fabric of life weave, cutting threads and such. Ah, I like the threads of fate. That's a very recurring theme in different cultures, isn't it? Come on, Miranda. Fucking hate this. That was a particularly shitty attempt I got. Why was it again? The first attempt went pretty fine. Like, we almost had the mech destroyed and the actual boss dead, and then since then we've just been not even getting off the ground.
I think she's talked enough.
It would be nice if we could lock on.
Here we go.
Right. Somebody. I'll just do everything. We can lock on to this. Can you lock on, please? There we go. I have to run so far out of cover to lock on for some reason. It's been very cunty. Like, you can't actually do your abilities properly unless it gives you the little...
I think she's talked enough.
That! There.
Oh, here isn't the only one with toys to command. Turn them loose.
Horrible arena. Okay, seriously, it's being particularly bad tonight for the not locking on. Well, you can still do it, you can manually aim, but it's not great. I think I could just turn my webcam off so I could just strip off. Melting. Well, I'm gonna die again because there's no cover. Saeed has the only bit of cover there, and it's not. Why did you leave cover, shit? Why do you keep leaving cover? Shit. Stay in fucking cover. Oh my god. This is fucking awful for some reason. Like I did say going in, it's a bad fight, but I feel it's not usually this fucking bad. Well, maybe this is what happens when you do this mission first and you don't have Garrus and co on team. We're kind of lacking in the abilities front for a lot of this.
I think she's talked
Nope,
enough.
missed because there wasn't a lock on. Waiting for everything to recharge. Why are we struggling so much? My question is, why the fuck are the neighbors choosing the hottest day in history to do DIY? Good question. I had Garrus and Morden for this, definitely helps. We can... no, we can't do anything. Nah, we're all pointed out. Excuse me?
I think
Rude.
she's talked enough. We've been spotted.
This is almost certainly the most I've died in this fight, possibly in my life, honestly.
Incoming!
Krogan charging!
And it gets a little, micromanagey with the ammo types. And it's a Krogan, you want to be on Incendiary. then you also want to be taking pot shots whenever you can. Can you please just lock on? Right, Miranda, do not miss. Proceeds to miss. Thank you, Miranda. You're a great asset. You're a great ass something, but not very good in a fight, I'll tell you that. Can we try that again, please? Right, now we gotta swap to anti-Krogan. Oh, everyone's dead! Why didn't he get ragdolled? He should have got ragdolled there to buy me a bit of time to recover my teammates, but he didn't. So we're back to the start. Maybe if Miranda sat on everyone, the fight would be over. Yeah. Yeah. But she's not got the initiative, does she? Just fucking let me hit you, you cunt. Just fucking let me shoot you in the face.
Krogan! Charging!
Absolutely infuriating that we basically did this first try, except I made one silly mistake at the very end of the fight. And since then, we have just been permanently stuck here. That's such a fucking typical ass thing, isn't it? It is like the gaming curse. Miranda, please do this. I'm waiting. There you go. This mech is never going down. The worst part is, this is not even on my usual difficulty level. Well, it's not on the insanity difficulty level that I played this on last two times. Right, we've got Krogan come around this way. You guys, I need you to stay alive for a minute, because we're going to have to deal with this first. Get a chance to actually shoot at, like, the more important things. The Krogan should eventually stop spawning. That's the thing. They won't spawn forever. We might actually get a break and be able to shoot at other things in a minute. Right, here he comes. Nope. Oh, that didn't do as much as I hoped. That was a biotic combo, it didn't do anything. Right. How many more Krogan? Or are we good? Why is this Krogan Berserker dressed like Iron Man? I always struggle with this bit, but I always play on normal, so I've nothing... I've offered nothing to this conversation. Fair. British people only seem to have motivation when the sun is out. I'm just catching up in a bit of chat there. Beady 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 beep. Right. Yeah, it looks like we are out of Krogan at last. There we go.
Damn it, what's O'Keefe doing back there?
First try. Haha.
Alarms coincided with the system's failure. The remaining lab systems are unprotected, and I have gained limited access. According to lab scanners, the room is flooded with toxins and O'Keefe's contamination detected.
Ah, deadly toxins.
Vent in progress. Contamination detected. Emergency vent in progress.
He's dead.
Everything is in my prototype. My legacy is pure. This one soldier. This grunt. Perfect.
He died from ligma. O'Keefe's room got filled with toxins. What did you do to piss off Andrew Ryan? Don't remind me of bad video games.
Save us a lot of headaches.
I stayed up till like 2 in the morning last night, just not being able to sleep because I could not wrap my head around why people like Bioshock. Not to put too fine a point on it, but yeah, that.
Do we need the trouble of a pure Krogan? The normal ones are hardly T players.
We won't know until he's out, which is too late if there's a problem.
Normandy, O'Keefe's a no-go, but we have a package that needs retrieval. And he's a big one.
He's a big boy. Bioshock 1 is great. 2 is, 3 is meh. Really? Well, it's Bioshock 1 that I'm playing, and I gotta be honest, I am not enjoying it one fucking bit. Well, maybe 1 bit. Perhaps 2, but like in general, for a game that's like revered as one of the all-time greats, I'm like, eh. And it's like, oh, but the story is what really matters. The story's great, and it's like, okay, the story is, you know, what would happen if libertarianism was real? It ends badly. That's the deep story. So far, anyway, that's my impressions on it. And then gameplay-wise, it's just a bit of a fucking grind. But I'm still going. I'm still finishing it. I'm committed. What you are experiencing with Bioshock is what I experienced with The Last of Us. Bunch of giraffes up your ass. Funnily enough, Last of Us, another game which I have a very similar experience with.
Yeah, you've said that a few times now.
A normal Krogan is dangerous. This one was created and likely educated by a madman.
I see everyone's enjoying the new paperweight. Concerns?
We don't know anything about it, Commander.
I know. You don't find that interesting?
Krogan fight well at close quarters. Perhaps awakening him in a confined space wouldn't be prudent.
Noted. The cargo hold is safe enough while I decide what to do with them.
Your other favorite Krogan. Yeah. Let's go meet him, I suppose. The deep story. What if you were given the impossible choice? Kill small child or let them leave?
No messages for you, Commander.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta love that complex moral dilemma. Alright. Into the cargo hold. Talk about moral dilemmas. Do we wake up the mystery Krogan, or do we not? He could be dangerous. He could be Shepard. What are you doing?
Integration with onboard systems.
You're not even going to think about it?
What can you tell me about this guy? Anything unusual?
The subject is an exceptional example of the Krogan species, with fully formed primary, secondary, and tertiary organs where applicable. No defects of any kind, aside from the genetic markers of the genophage present in all Krogan. I cannot judge mental functioning.
What if you wake up or activate Legion after the suicide mission? I've never thought about that. Is that possible? That's a weird one. Because he would still exist for the third game in that case. Weird one. To be honest, I love The Last of Us. No idea why it was a game, though. Does the HBO show work for you? Not seen it, because I refuse to buy another streaming service for the reasons described at the start of stream.
Stand by. I'm gonna open the tank and let him out.
Cerberus protocol is very clear regarding untested alien technology.
Curse.
I won't be second-guessed on my own ship by my own ship. Do it.
Very well, Shepard. The controls are online. The switch and consequences are yours.
Yeah, it's funny that the general consensus on the Last of Us TV show followed the exact same trajectory as the as the games. Everyone loved the first season / the first game. Not so much the second. Hey fella, what's up?
Human. Male. Before you die, I need a name.
Capri-Sun.
I'm Commander Shepard, and I don't take threats lightly.
Gonna try and squeeze the juice out of me.
Not your name. Mine. I'm trained. I know things. But the tank, Okeer couldn't implant connection. His words are hollow. Warlord, legacy, Grunt. Grunt was among the last. It has no meaning. It'll do. I am Grunt. If you are worthy of your command, prove your strength and try to destroy me.
Why do you want me to try to kill you?
Want? I do what I'm meant to. Fight and reveal the strongest. Nothing in the tank ever asked what I want. I feel nothing for Okeer's clan or his enemies. That imprint failed. He has failed. Without a reason that's mine, one fight is as good as any other. Might as well start with you.
Gut reaction, Steve. Rex or Grunt? For me, I prefer to get wrecked. Wait, are we talking like to bang? Or what do you mean you'd like to get wrecked? In terms of like a normal question of who I prefer, I think I prefer Rex overall. But I love Grunt too. See, for me, Rex and Garrus are like canonically Shepard's best mates. You know what I mean? Like they're the absolute best friends that would go, you know, hell or high water for. Grunt is Shepard's kid. They're their child. Different relationship. Still close, but it's different.
I took you and I released you. Follow my command and you'll have purpose.
Nothing in the tank imprints indicated humans could be so forceful. You command as though you've earned it.
My enemies threaten galaxies. Everyone on my ship has earned their place.
That's acceptable. I'll fight for you.
I'm glad you saw reason.
Yeah.
Offer one hand, but arm the other. Wise Shepard. If I find a clan, if I find what I want, I will be honored to eventually pit them against you.
Shepard gets tackled by a big turtle man. Oh, such a precious little baby boy. It's everyone's reaction. Yeah. You know what I love about Grunt? Among the many other things. I love how his first introduction, he is this, like, angry, aggressive, but, like, kind of competent, almost, I don't know, like a strange kind of battle-hardened intelligence and wisdom and blah, blah, blah. And then by the next game, he just becomes just a little dumbass, and I love him. He degenerates in like, not in a bad way. I don't mean that. He degenerates in the sense of, I don't know, we ruin him. I like to think just in universe, the crew of the Normandy spoil Grunt. So he goes from this, you know, perfect soldier, genetically engineered to fight, to Just a little guy. You know what I mean? I do find it funny. Anyway, let's talk to him a little bit.
Shepard.
Just checking in.
He just wants his noodles in the third game, yeah.
Humans.
And to learn about dinosaurs.
Like the tank. Come back later.
What are your thoughts about our mission?
I fight. Doesn't matter who for.
We make Okir's work. Oh yeah, Okir is rolling in his grave. Absolutely.
Did Okir give you any imprints about the collectors?
I see blurry ships, guesswork about strength. Nothing to help pick a weak spot and tear. Okir spent all his time on old hatreds. Whatever he had, it was used up when he made me.
What do you think about the crew?
Good bunch if they stay out of my way. Dead bunch if they don't. Train them good if you want to take on collectors. Some of these aliens are too smooth.
That's all for now.
Shepard.
Not much to talk about. Having just come into existence, having just been born, he doesn't have many questions. I suppose he was kind of born with knowledge, general knowledge of the world already in his head from the imprint, but hey-ho. Oh my god, he's Strax. What's the difference between pause and not renew? Like your streaming service? Fuck if I know. One of them would be trying to scam you out of your money. Probably both of them. So how exactly was Grunt made? I don't know the details of the science. It's kept vague, but I mean, cloning Krogan is nothing new. Cloning exists in this universe. We blew up a Krogan cloning facility in the first game. But you could think of Grunt as like the final product of hundreds, if not thousands, of generations of trial and effort from the cloning process. You know, just... I don't know, like, we don't know exactly what Okir was looking for in what he considered, like, the successful attempt. All we know is that all of those other Krogan that we were fighting were considered imperfect and were basically flushed away. Like the movie! So exactly what he was looking for, you can imagine, I suppose. If you go back and listen to Yokir's rambling, you could get the gist. He's born with knowledge. Yeah, all the Krogan seem to have been trained from... do you remember when we met them at the end of last stream and he was talking about Glass Mother, i.e. the tank that he was born in? They were having information fed to them through the computer of their tank, and Okir's words were being fed to them. Training, basically like pre-birth training. I imagine there would have been a level of testing. Exactly, again, what he's testing for and what he was looking for. We don't know the specifics, but whatever they were, Grunt was the final result.
Well, ain't that peachy?
But again, Okir made it very clear. Even though we thought they were trying to find a cure for the genophage, that was not the intent. He didn't really care about curing the genophage. He wanted to, in his words, ignore it. You know, rise above it. Basically, a very, like, Darwinian perspective. You know, it's just another obstacle for the Krogan to have the strength to overcome. And if the Krogan die, it's just proof that they're too weak. You know, just like all of his failed attempts. Oh yeah, we need to actually talk to Zaid, don't we? Sounds like brainwashing, but bleak. Grunt shook that off right away. Well, I suppose nature versus nurture argument can come in here. What he's experienced from Okir is his, nature, I guess? If you want to think of it that way. It's kind of what he was, imposed with on birth. But of course, what we will, you know, our interactions with him, our relationship with him, when we, you know, spoilers, bring him to Tuchanka to meet Rex and, you know, blah, 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 that's his nurture. And we'll change him and make him better and turn him into a squishy little boy who wants to play Xbox. Collect dinosaur toys. I'd take Grunt to watch the new Jurassic Park movie next week, on the 2nd of July, my birthday.
Thinking about past missions.
Not to rub it in or anything.
Got a minute? You might learn something. I was trying to remember how many Cerberus operatives I've killed. Lost track around 50. Guess your elusive man's big on forgiveness. Get a knife stuck in the right way, and you can pull that plate right off a Krogan's head. It's the best way to get a Krogan to talk. The threat of it drives him mad.
Okay, you can tell which companions were DLC because they don't have proper conversations. They just have like this. What can we do? Let's talk to him about his wife.
Hey, don't touch. That rifle's older than you are. I call her Jessie. That's my lucky charm. More men have been killed with that gun than died in the Skillian Blitz. The day I laid her to rest was the saddest day of my life. I give up every weapon I own for one more mission with that shitty old rifle.
Find you a fella who looks at you the way that Saeed looks at Jesse. You excited for the new dino dodging movie? Getting mixed reviews? Yeah, I know. It's like Varric with Bianca. I wish there was like a side quest to get his to get Jesse back up and running again. To like fix it up, but he probably doesn't want that, does he? Oh, we'll go say hi to Kasumi as well. Yeah, we recruited the 2 DLC companions pretty quick last stream without much fanfare. Kasumi the Master Thief. How you doing?
People are talking out there, and I hear it all. I usually travel hidden away in cargo bays. It's nice to be able to look out a window for a change.
What we got here?
The Red Rose. That used to be my calling card when I first started out. In place of whatever I took, I left a single red rose. It wasn't until I met Keiji that I realized how silly it was. He had a way of making you realize when you were just being sentimental.
Ooh. Yeah, let's get hammered. Is there story arcs about Grunt's personhood and individuality? I do love those. I do love those when there's artificially made characters. That's not really Grunt's character arc, although I will say you might love a character in the 3rd game if that's the case, because that is absolutely another character's story arc. And one of my favorite parts of the 3rd game, to be honest. Ooh, wibbly wobbly screen.
Mess Sergeant Gardner might just be an evil genius. Emphasis on the evil. People think he's a bad cook on purpose, like he's trying to teach them a lesson.
Gotta go talk to him,
I think his
actually.
ramen is okay, but it's really hard to ruin ramen.
My wife would probably disagree with you. She doesn't like my cooking at all. I always do something wrong, according to her.
Commander Shepard, the hero of the Citadel. You did humanity proud.
Yeah, why can't you get drunk in Skyrim?
Rupert Gardner here. How can I be of service?
That's nonsense. Let me drink with my boring companions who never talk to me. That's the real Bethesda RPG experience. Go have a drink with your companions by opening an inventory, eating a bunch of drinks with no effect on you, and then when you try to talk to your companions, they're just like, I'm glad Orthus was able to find someone competent to help with that job. Okay, great.
What do you do here on the Normandy?
What don't I do? Most think of me as the ship's cook, but I'm also the facilities technician and custodian.
So you're the
HVAC,
janitor?
Plumbing, non-mission critical electrical. I make sure they're all clean and running.
So the man cleaning the toilets is also preparing the meal.
I wash my hands most of the time.
Jesus
This ain't
Christ.
no luxury liner. You have to pull your own weight in a Cerberus vessel, and I catch what falls through the cracks.
Jesus Christ.
Through the cracks.
I don't remember any of that dialogue.
I won't take any more of your time.
I think this guy represents your true Cerberus believer, if you ask me. I'm not even going to bother asking him his thoughts on Cerberus or how he joined. He's probably eager. Ugh. Drink 7 ales. Oh, fucking hell, man. Whoa. The stamina regen is so fucked. I know. Stupid. Right. What should we do now? Let's get another mission in, I suppose. Let's probably at this point go to...
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Leave me alone. We've read? Marcus read. Hold on. Shepard, from the Elusive Man. I see you awakened Okir's Krogan. A dangerous decision, but you've got free reign in this operation. I'll stop. If you're certain he'll be a useful member of the team, you got my support. We need every weapon we can. If this grunt proves unreliable and has to be put down, don't lose the body. He's based on at least partially on collector technology and could offer useful genetic data. But again, you're in charge. Just get rid of some of this. Oh. Yeah. Get Morden. Take the tank with you. Worse than Udina. I won't take any more of your time. Or your food. Thankfully, Shepard never eats.
You collect stray cats as a kid? Because we really needed a Mega Krogan, so thanks for dragging him home.
I assume everything is going well up here?
I really want a chance to put the Normandy through her paces. I just have to trim up the drive output and it'll be like we never lost her.
Safety standards advise against manipulating drive settings while engines are powered and in use, Mr. Moreau.
Commander, can we shut this thing off? I don't need it in my day-to-day.
It's got a mute. Use it.
If you don't want to hear it, turn the damn sound off.
Well, it doesn't change anything. It's still watching. Like some creepy kid staring at the back of your head in comp side. You just want to punch him, but he's special and he sets fires or something. Okay, a little too far there, but you know what I mean.
Your problem, not mine.
Thanks. I'll remember this.
That's it for now.
Joker will remember this. Oh no, we're gonna get the bad Joker ending now. When he kills Edie. Joker subsists entirely on vending machine scavenging, yeah. Alrighty. Yeah, all the Cerberus crew have developed the unique enzymes in their stomach to to survive the cooking, but all the ex-Normandy crew, ugh. Right, let's go to the zoo. Head on to Omega. We very briefly popped our head onto Omega just to collect Zaid, but we didn't stay, did we? So let's go properly. Built into the mined-out husk of a metallic asteroid, Omega has been a haven for criminals, terrorists, and malcontents for thousands of years. At times, the station has lain idle and abandoned for centuries, only to be reactivated by a new group of outlaws seeking a fresh start. Basically, Omega is going to be our Citadel for this game. I mean, I know there's also the Citadel, but kind of playing into the darker, seedier sequel that Mass Effect 2 is, Omega is kind of like the anti-Citadel. A nice breath of fresh air from the pristine, you know, heart of galactic politics to this hive of scum and villainy. And neon lights. Alright, we're bringing Grunt. And we'll bring... Let's bring Kasumi, actually. Because she is pretty... I like her sneaky backstab ability. Shadow Strike. And Overload, that's important. But we'll focus on that for now. As for you, Mr. Krogan... And what do we want at this point? Sure. Ugh, yeah, we gotta get ourselves the Locust SMGs whenever we can. Best things.
Quarantine warnings about the slums where Dr. Morton Solus runs the clinic. Anticipate resistance at the transport station. I have also accessed messages between mercenary groups regarding plans to deal with the Archangel. There's a recruiting station at Afterlight that may have information on him.
Archangel or Dr. Morden Solus. We got 2 people on our list to collect on Omega. It's just which one do we want to go for first? I can't wait to see how the Archangel mission turns out on your playthrough. Oh, it'll be fun. Of course, if that last combat encounter for the Grunt mission is anything to go by, it might be fucking hell, but we'll see. A lot of this game's going to be hell. It just is. You guys know the little behind the scenes that the day before Mass Effect 2 shipped, one of the developers tweaked up the difficulty. Well, the enemy health and damage by about 25%. And didn't tell anybody else on the development team. That's why it's so much harder than the other ones.
The man whose day I'm about to ruin.
I'm not looking
Yeah, I think Archangel
Maybe
I'm
I
feeling.
am. Maybe you better get out of here before I find you some.
All right. I've got stuff to do anyway. Come on, let's get out of here.
It's as if Mos Eisley and Amsterdam had a baby and left it in the in the care of peach trees from the Dread movie. I think you'll find there's quite a few recurring characters around here. Actually, let's go see if we can bump into any. Well, there's one.
Commander Shepard? Is that you? I'd heard you were dead. I'm Helena Blake.
Side quest from the first game.
Years ago, I don't expect you'd remember.
The Crime Lords, the Crime Syndicate one.
Lords from power and persuaded me to retire. I'll never forget it.
And now you're on Omega. Once a criminal, always a criminal, eh?
Oh no, Commander. I retired. I know better than to go back on my word with you. You convinced me to turn my life around. I'm a social worker now, believe it or not.
Social worker from Crime Lord?
That's what it's called when a person works for the betterment of the people around her. Doing the good work in a place like this requires that one understand how things truly work, which makes me uniquely qualified.
And if you skim a little off the top, no one's the wiser, right?
Please, Commander, there's no angle. It doesn't take a saint to see that people here are hurting. I can play Omega's game and maybe do some good around here. That's the only angle.
Well, I'm glad to hear you're keeping out of trouble.
Thank you. This is all to your credit, Commander.
I have to go.
Of course. You must have more important things to do.
See, I know a lot of people bitched about not every decision leading to huge world-altering events, but little stuff like this I always found cool. Yeah. It's nice how, like, as well as, like, the big things, like, you know, which companion you nuke in the first game, or, you know, who lives and dies, and then it's also just like, hey, remember that side quest you did one time? Here's a character from it who remembers you. You know what I mean? While I'm answering this next question, do you think they had actual strippers do the motion capture for the Asari? No, I think they just got, like, dudes on the development team to do the mocap. Like, whoever the Bioshock Todd Howard is. We'll tip him. Get a drink. I think that's a great idea. Let's go get a drink before we go talking to the big boss in charge. So last time we were in Omega, very briefly, we were told we had to speak to Arya, the one in charge. And then we ignored him and then left for a few days. So I'm sure she'll be happy. So baby, how long you been working here? 127 years? God damn. I mean, it's gotta be kind of fucking wild if you've lived for over a century, and you know, I don't know, maybe they're happy. I hope they're happy.
I didn't think aliens could live like this. Drinks, fights, noise. People think they're Krogan.
Oh, these people think they're people. At least Grunt's happy. Dancing for 127 years? My god, you gotta look good. Yeah, fucking hell. Think of the calories you gotta be burning. You gotta have some moves. They do kind of talk about it when you talk to some Asari in this game, when it's like, yeah. Too many Asari decide to waste their life either being strippers or mercenaries. And it's a bit of like a, what are we doing? Surely we could be doing better things for the galaxy. We're gonna have that conversation at some point. I can't remember her name, but there's this fun Asari character on Ilium. The bartender. Is this the right one? Oh, bottle of brandy! Ceres Ice... I know somebody who likes a Ceres Ice brandy. And her name is Dr. Chakwas. Sorry, the rest of the stream is just going to be us pissing about, isn't it? we'll at least be able to start the Archangel quest, I'm sure. Is it the downstairs one? See, I thought it was, but I couldn't find the downstairs bar. Let's try again. It's like, to put it in perspective, when you turn 25 and decide to start a striptease for your hamsters. We are just hamsters to the Asari. Oh, this is the one, right? Of course it's the Batarian. Yeah. Oh, and we're dead. Don't. Game over screen. Do we ever see female Batarians? Are they baddies? All Batarians are baddies. Because they're inherently evil as a species. No, we don't. We never do.
How much did I drink?
One drink. That's all it takes. Racist Batarian bastard. Looks like you broke the first rule of Omega. Don't order a drink at Afterlife if you're human.
I think I'll go give that bartender a taste of his own medicine.
They're space orcs.
That's for sure. Give that Batarian bastard what he deserves.
Like... Oh, here's a species we haven't seen before. Speaking of space orcs, these are like your space goblins.
Tell Captain Gaborn we not kill anyone today.
I don't know a Captain Gaborn. Why would I tell him anything?
Not trust you. Tell Gaborn we know his tricks. We not kill anyone today.
Yeah, the eyes are a bit glitchy, aren't they?
I'll just be going.
Go away. Talk too much. Gaborn's thugs get no more. We leave.
Good talking to you.
No more talk. We know Gaborn's tricks. We leave.
Goblin. Gremlin. But yeah, like, if there is a sort of, besides the Vorcha there, if there is a race that is done dirty, it is the Batarians. They are kind of treated like the evil race. But not entirely. Like, there are normal Batarians you can talk to. Half-decent Batarians who aren't, you know, terrorists or racists. They're just a very unhappy species.
I like the seedier towns. They're prettier. They value their light. They don't have god-awful neon everywhere, like Ilium or the Citadel. Just the light of people living, moving from place to place. Just enough to know people live there.
Oh, is there a canon answer to my last question? Your last question being... I want to know about Sari lifespans. At what point does their aging fuck them up? Like, are they doomed to spend their last 300 years of life as a diaper-dependent geriatric? The oldest Asari we ever see are matriarchs like Benezia or Samara, who we will be seeing later in this game. She's a companion. As far as we know from this, all that happen when Asari get older is they get milfier. That's it, really. You know, they can get a bit wrinkled, and they start showing their cleavage much more openly. That sounds suspicious. Yeah. Well, you know what? I've said it before. The Asari are brainwashing us to make them look better than they are. They all look like horrible spider creatures, but it's all about the perception. You know?
But you drank? You shouldn't have. Wait, you don't want me to...
Make him drink it.
Drink it.
No, you can't.
Drink it, or I'll blind you one eye at a time.
Well, he's dead. Do do do. Ba-da-da-da-da. They turn into blue Luxana Troys. More or less. Cougars. Right, finally, let's stop wasting time and go speak to the lady. Also, see if you can recognize the voice actress.
That's close enough.
Stand still.
Try it and you'll be skating the inside of your colon.
I'd almost pay to see that, but it's not an option. You want to talk, you get scanned.
If you're looking for weapons, you're not doing a very good job.
Can't be too careful with dead specters. That could be anyone wearing your face.
Oh, we go.
I was
Half an hour
told you're
left.
the
That's not
person
too
to
bad.
talk to if I have questions.
But
They're clean.
Depends on the questions.
You run, Omega?
I am Omega.
dramatic.
But you need more. Everyone needs more something, and they all come to me. I'm the boss, CEO, queen, if you're feeling dramatic. It doesn't matter. Omega has no titled ruler and only one rule. Don't fuck with Arya.
Sounds like neither of us likes being jerked around.
And on your ship...
Sounds like neither of us like being jerked off.
Here, we entertain my preferences.
Carrie-Anne Moss, no
What can I do
less.
for you?
Tis indeed.
I'm trying to track down Archangel.
You and half of Omega. You want him dead too?
Why's everyone after him?
He thinks he's fighting on the side of good. There is no good side to Omega. Everything he does pisses someone off. It's catching up to him.
I'm putting a team together. He's on my list.
Interesting. You're gonna make some enemies teaming up with Archangel. That's assuming you can get to him. He's in a bit of trouble.
So Archangel is basically the Batman of Omega. He's been fighting the crime syndicates and everything else. Causing a lot of trouble.
What kind of trouble?
The local merc groups have joined forces to take him down. They've got him cornered, but it sounds like they're having trouble finishing.
Are there male dancers if you play femship? Of course not.
They're using a private room for recruiting.
What kind of game do you think this is?
Just over there. I'm sure they'll sign you up.
For girls? Some kind of cootie game? No.
Which merc groups are after Archangel?
Blue Suns, Eclipse, Blood Pack. They're Omega's major players. Unless they're at war, you'll never see them together. But one thing they hate more than each other is Archangel.
What can you tell me about Archangel?
Not as much as I'd like. He showed up here several months ago and started causing all sorts of problems. If you make your own laws, which everyone here does, he makes life difficult. He's reckless and idealistic. But he seems to know enough to stay clear of me.
I appreciate the help.
See if you still feel that way when the mercs realize you're here to help him.
We'll keep it at that for now. We'll come back and talk about Morden another day.
One scan and we're straight to business? People are usually more concerned about who I am.
Your
It's all
death
right,
was
Lily.
downplayed, but hardly what I call a secret. I had to make sure it was really you. You could have been anyone, anything. Whatever you need will come out on its own. I'm curious, but Omega doesn't really care about you.
Maybe I'll come back later.
Maybe I'll be here.
Alrighty. Let's go sign up with the mercenaries then.
Here you're recruiting.
Why don't you step inside? You'll get paid when the job's done, just like everyone else. Who's next?
Oh, this guy's a really long face for a Batarian.
Looking for a good fight?
Look at him. Look at the size of his chin.
Sure, if this is the place to go after Archangel.
This is the place. Standard fee is 500 credits each. You get paid when the job's done. If you die, your friends don't collect your share. You'll need your own weapons and armor. Looks like you got that covered. And no, this does not make you a member of the Blue Suns, Eclipse, or the Blood Pack. You are a freelancer, period. Any questions?
His chin's so big, it keeps clipping into his armor.
Seems like a lot of trouble for just one guy.
You had a whole team, but we've dealt with them. Now he's just one guy. But he's got the advantage. It's his base of operations, and he knows we're coming. He's planned for an attack like this. Lost a lot of men trying to get to him already.
It's gonna be tough to get to him.
Like chasing a Vorch out of the sewer pipes. But that's where we're recruiting. If we just keep throwing fighters at him, we'll get him eventually.
Oh, so I'm just a fighter to be thrown at him then. Thanks for admitting it.
Where do we go? Just head over to the
It's the
transport
boss
depot
nass of
outside the
Batarians.
club. One of our boys will take you from there. Send in the next one.
Hey, is this where I sign up?
You look a little young to be freelancing as a merc.
I'm old enough. I grew up on Omega. I know how to use a gun.
A 5-year-old can figure out how to use a gun.
I can handle myself. Besides, I just spent 50 credits on this pistol, and I want to use it.
Well, good luck.
If you're sure registration's in here, good luck. You'll need it.
He'll be dead soon.
Perfect.
Sorry, I usually save that guy by taking the gun off him and tearing it apart because it's a cheap piece of shit. But you know what? We all gotta live with our choices, don't we? It's the only way they'll learn. Them kids. I'm pretty sure he shows up in a cutscene getting shot in the head in a second. Alrighty. Here's the place.
I'm on the mission.
I hope you're ready. Archangel's been annihilating you freelancers.
Ready when you are.
Get in.
Oh, maybe I should have upgraded some weapon stuff before. Whatever. I'm doing myself no favors by playing the game in this order. Ooh. Ooh. Nah. Nah, I don't like it. But we'll make do. Once we get Morden, who we are recommended to recruit first, you gain access to the research lab on the Normandy, and then you can start upgrading your gear and weapons and stuff. Oh, there he is.
I'm on my own. I don't need any help. Just tell me where to go.
Right. Just head through there. I'm sure you'll find your way.
I'm on it.
Oh, poor kid.
They tell you what we're up against?
Just tell us where to go.
Archangel's holed up in a building at the end of the boulevard over there. He's got superior position, and the only way in is over a very exposed bridge. It's a killing ground, but he's getting tired, making mistakes. We'll have him soon enough.
I'll get to him. Just point me at that bridge.
I like your attitude, but we've got...
I usually take Zaid as well at this point. Because this is usually a very early mission, I'll probably have Morden and Zaid with me, because the alternatives are, you know,
Freelancers get the best.
the Cerberus ones. Who we don't like, do we?
Head up to the boulevard and get to the third barricade. Talk to Sergeant...
But we're doing it differently, aren't we?
When to go in.
I better go find Sergeant Kafka.
Good idea. Watch yourself on the boulevard. Archangel's killed dozens out there already.
Getting in will be easy. Getting out should be fun.
Let's find him first. Then we'll figure out how to get back.
Shepard, I've scanned the area, but I am unable to plot any other paths to Archangel.
Guess we're going with the Mercs.
The heavy mechs and gunship possess considerable firepower. Weakening them before leaving will improve your chances.
The humans never get any love. Only the aliens, such as Grunt, Morden, and Kasumi. Yeah.
I don't expect much from the freelancers. When they fail, we're up next. Do you need something?
You lead the Eclipse?
You figure that out.
The yellow team.
I'm Jareth. I run Omega's Eclipse. What do you need, freelancer?
I'll get going.
Good idea.
So yeah, this is a nice little introduction ahead of time to the 3 different flavors of mercenary that we'll always be seeing. So the Eclipse are all about mech and tech. That's their thing. So whenever you're fighting them, you're usually fighting mechs at the same time, which is why we're going to sabotage them. Come on, where's the... Because you're being very stingy. Where are we? Nope. There we are. And Shepard and his trans flag flavor freelancer. Yeah, we're representing the pink team. Oh, so we're hacking the IFF on the mechs, so they should turn on the Eclipse as soon as they get activated. That'll be fun. Make things a little bit easier on us.
That should slow him down.
Good work. He won't be so friendly when you wake him up.
Samara, Legion, and the depressed frog guy. Oh, there we go. Tali, Liara, Samara, Legion, Thane. I said this the other day. Like, it's weird. Mass Effect 2 manages to bypass the bad human companions by having a couple of interesting human companions, in addition to the boring ones, with Kasumi and Zaid.
You're in the wrong place, freelancer.
You the Blood Pack leader?
Name's Garm. That's all you need to know. Why are you following this human, young one?
Why not?
Oh.
He's the strongest warrior I've seen.
You should be learning from your own kind.
He's a valuable part of my crew. What else does he need
Unique
to know?
dialogue.
How to live and die without fear.
Okay.
How to put that fear in the hearts
hearts of your enemies. Shepard does that and more. If you say so. I'm stuck here waiting till you freelancers are done playing war. Ask your questions and go.
I should get going.
About time.
So if it isn't obvious, the Blood Pack are they're a Krogan-led mercenary group, but they use a lot of Urcha as, well, meat, basically. I've never seen that before, no? Again, this is why we're doing things a little bit differently for a change. That's why we got Grunt first, because I wanted to see how it changes stuff. Nope, not there. There we are. Kasumi is a rogue and Zaid is an old grump. They are special humans. Yeah, I think it is because all the other human companions you get are always just military types. You know, Aisling and Kaden are both just Alliance military. Miranda and Jacob are both just Cerberus uniform military. But then you get these other characters who are like outsiders and outlaws. So there he is. You can see Archangel up on that balcony there, holding his own. We've got a few more things to sabotage before we go. And then we've met the Blue Suns already, but they are mostly human. A lot of Batarians as well.
You must be the group Salky mentioned. You're just in time.
Were you waiting for us?
The infiltration team is about to give us a signal. Archangel won't know what hit him. Got any questions? This may be your last chance.
Gotta wait for him to light his cigarette first, apparently.
Cover with the gunship?
Huh. Tarek is the only one who flies her. Besides, she's not quite ready. That bastard Archangel gave her a beating last time she was out there. A few more tweaks, she'll be as good as new.
Why are you coordinating the attack and fixing gunships?
I'm in the infiltration group. Our team coordinates with the gunship. I'm staying back to organize the freelancers and make sure the gunship's ready to go if we need her.
And we're gonna make sure he doesn't finish these repairs.
Are you leading the assault?
Ha! Tarek doesn't pay me to fight. I just plan the attacks and fix the damn gunship. You freelancers get the privilege of...
Target is in sight. We're a go.
Check. Bravo team, go, go, go!
Oh, okay, we gotta keep an eye out for our Beanie Baby guy. There he is!
Archangel's got quite a surprise waiting for him. But that means no more waiting for me. Gotta get her back to 100% before Tarek decides he needs her again.
You're working too hard.
There's no reason not to do this one. I know it's a renegade prompt, but do it every time. It makes things easier. Means you get to fight the gunship at half health. Oh, there he is.
Archangel's in trouble.
We've got nothing better to do. Let's go.
Oh, there he goes.
Come on, we'll give these guys a surprise of our own.
You see that?
Open fire! He's with Archangel.
Sorry, I didn't know I was going to be starting with my sniper.
Going silent.
Nice. I love that ability. Come on, get him. Too slow. I'll do it. Alright. First wave of the freelancers, they're all dealt with. Let's go make sure Archangel's alright.
We can use this.
Here comes the cavalry. We're the cavalry. Oh no, there's more. Bloody hell.
On the ground now.
Here we go.
Archangel?
Hey! I know that face! Of course it's Garrus. Of course it's Garrus.
Garrus, what are you doing here?
Just keeping my skills sharp. A little target practice.
You okay?
Been better, but it sure is good to see a friendly face. Killing mercs is hard work, especially on my own.
What are you doing out here on Omega?
I got fed up with all the bureaucrats.
How do people recognize you through the mask? Don't worry about it.
Figured I could do more good on my own. At least it's not hard to find criminals here. All I have to do is point my gun and shoot.
Whenever they see me, they can see the health bar at the top of the screen that says my name.
How'd you manage to piss off every major merc organization in the Terminus systems?
It wasn't easy. I really had to work at it. I am amazed that they teamed up to fight me. They must really hate me.
Since when did you start calling yourself Archangel?
It's just a name the locals gave me for all my good deeds. I don't mind it, but please, it's just Garrus to you.
You nailed me good a couple of times, by the way.
Concussive rounds only, no harm done. Didn't want the mercs getting suspicious.
Uh-huh.
If I wanted to do more than take your shields down, I'd have done it. Besides, you were taking your sweet time. I needed to get you moving.
Well, we got here, but I don't think
I came to Omega to get a personality.
That bridge has saved my life, funneling all those witless idiots into scope.
Idiots.
But it works both ways. They'll slaughter us if we try to get out that way.
Well, he got a taste for killing after his adventure with us in the first game, so he just wanted to keep the party going after we died.
With 3 of you, I suggest we hold this location, wait for a crack in their defenses, take our chances. It's not a perfect plan, but it's a plan.
How'd you let yourself get into this position?
My feelings got in the way of my better judgment. It's a long story. I'll make you a deal. You get me out of here alive, and I'll tell you the whole damn thing.
I didn't like sneaking anyway. Time to spill a little merc blood.
Glad to see you haven't changed. See what they're up to.
Yeah, we were a ruthless bastard in the first game, and still the same. I'm just curious to see if
they know their infiltration team failed.
If Garrus will be a bit different, because we we led him down a bit of a dark path ourselves.
More than scouts. One less now, though.
Indeed. We better get ready. I'll stay up here. I can do a lot of damage from this vantage point. You can do what you do best. Just like old times, Shepard.
A very pleasant surprise. And then the game crashes. Shit. Well. No, we still got 10 minutes left. I'll just replay the game. Like, I do need to go in 10 minutes, so it's a bit like, could we just stop? But nah, we'll keep going. I'm booting the game up. We're going again. We're not going to be able to finish this quest, but I thought we could get through, you know, the first part of it at least. The next wave or two. It looks like camaraderie was no match for the power of old-ass game. Oh. I don't know why it crashed, to be honest. I don't know if my computer is just a bit warm in this heat, or... Oh, okay, whatever. We're like a minute behind. We'll just skip through the dialogue. The Reapers hacked the game, I know. Sore losers.
Now what's this?
Yeah, right on your ass.
Go on again.
Down you go.
Okie dokie.
Well, I'm just surprised to see.
Killing mercs is hard work. I got me.
Just so I canonically know I've had this conversation in this timeline. That's all.
If I... No, but they'll slaughter us if we
Just
try to
waiting doesn't seem like
This
a good
place has held them off. I suggest. It's not a perfect plan. But it's a plan. I'll make you a deal.
I didn't
Glad
like
to see
sneaking
you
in.
haven't. Let's see what they're up to. Looks like they know their infiltration team failed. Take a look. Scouts.
Oh.
More than scouts. One less now, though.
Indeed. We better get ready. I'll stay up here. I can do a lot of damage from this vantage point. You can do what you do best.
The TikTok version of the game. For short attention spans.
They've seen us.
Oh, it's armor. Fuck. Oh, I thought they had shields. Ah, kill steal. Damn it, Garrus. Our little rivalry between Shepard and Garrus starting already.
Can't get that.
We've got light meds in the base. Hands up. They're deploying snipers.
I'm running a bit low on ammo. I need to... Did a good job of keeping them back so far.
See if you can take care of the light mechs on the rear stairs.
What are you talking about? Oh, I think one mech got through, did it? Kind of hoping Kasumi or something could have dealt with that, but whatever.
I'll put them down.
You missed. Thanks for trying. I'm starting to get through now because I have to go. Alright, you guys stay there. Don't kill Steel. I was going to smash him. How are we doing back on the bridge? Oh, we're done. Easy peasy.
You want something done properly. Oh. All right, let's see how you handle this, Archangel.
Mm-hmm. But we've already hacked it, so it shouldn't be a problem.
Online.
They're sending out the heavy mix. That problem should take care of itself.
Headshot.
Usually this thing doesn't survive this long, for me to be honest. Oh, we're still going, we're still going. Okay. I was going to say, we're going to be left with a mech to deal with at the end of this, and no enemies. What is... Footlock? Sorry, I'm just going to do a little bit of looting while I'm not being shot at up here. Medkit, we'll leave that. May need it later.
Eclipse marks have made it into the base.
Okay.
Eclipse marks, rear stairs.
Fuck! Oh, this is bad. Terrible decisions were made. Fuck. Well, that might be the end of stream then. Because we're going to be back to the start of that fight, right?
That problem.
Oh no, just the heavy mech part. That's fine. We'll see if we can still get through this at least. A few more minutes. Fuck.
I'll put them down.
Fucking hell, it's just a bit tanky. There we go. Those Asari ones are biotically shielded as well, ain't they? They got purple barrier. But I don't really have anything to counter especially well. That's what the warp ammo that I almost played the game with would have been for.
It's gonna blow.
Son of a bitch. Is that the big boss? Oh no. Sorry, all Solarians look the same to me. Oh, there he is, actually. So we are at the end of this wave. I've secured you the BSG box. Hey, cheers. Come to think of it, if it's at your dad's house, I could literally just go pick it up, couldn't I? I was thinking maybe it would be something I'd have to get next time I'm up Keithways, but could indeed. Ah, nice.
Going dark.
Have to give us a morning, and I'll go around and collect it sometime then. Hey, good job to see me. Right, what is happening? Garrus has taken a bit of damage. Do we have anybody inside at this point? Radar's looking good. We're getting shot through a wall. Over the banister. Ah, whatever.
Looks like that's all of them. Come find me before they regroup.
Alrighty, and we're gonna have to leave it there, I'm afraid. But we are one mercenary group down, 2 more to go. The Blood Pack and the Blue Suns, strawberry and blueberry. Lemon flavor down, strawberry and blueberry to go.
Shepard, I need you up here.
The worst parts are still... I think Blood Pack is my least favourite. The Blue Suns have the gunship, obviously, that we've already kind of had hinted at. But the Blood Pack section, it's like tight hallways and flamethrower Vorcha and never-ending swarms of the fuckers until you can close a gate to stop the reinforcements. It's going to be a bit of a pain. But we'll manage it. Right.
Shepard, I need you up here.
Fantastic. I'll get back to you in a week's time, Garrus. Because I gotta go for my other true love. Right. Can't wait. She will not stand in... Wife can wait. She will not stand in the way of my Sigma grind set. Indeed. Jesus, morn. Right, well, thank you very much, guys, for watching. As usual, hope you enjoyed. Can't wait to hear your thoughts on the first few episodes. We'll see if I get them before next stream. Have a look. Who else is suffering in the heat here? Just sprawled out. Ugh. Fortunately, I can't just open a window while I leave because it's need to keep the cats supervised. Right, thanks for watching. I'll talk to yous later and see you next week. Alright, enjoy the rest of your evenings.